Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy, Lump Dog, and I'm back. Your favorite fantasy football commissioner's favorite fantasy football commissioner. And this is week 7 for the Pimps Players Hustlers Fantasy Football League Commissioner Message. Yeah, so, all my viral viewers out there, make sure you hit like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon on YouTube. That would be greatly appreciated. Try to help my channel pop a little bit. I know I don't offer a lot of great fantasy advice on this channel, but it is a kind of a goings-on on what's happening in my fantasy league. All the bitching, all the complaining, all the trades, uneven, even, and all the what's happening in my league. So that's what's up. Anyway, we had a lot of injuries this week, man. I lost Kerryon Johnson. We had Josh Gordon getting put on the IR. Patrick Mahomes with a dislocated kneecap. So, man, not an injury, but Mariota getting benched. Not that he's on anyone's team, but he does have an effect on some players. So, just a lot of injuries this week. And I guess I just take it a little bit more harsh when it's me, when I'm dealing with the adversity. Lots and lots of adversity. So, that's what's up, man. Definitely, not that Kerryon Johnson was doing so great, but just harsh not to have that, 15 to 20 touch back as your RB2. So we'll see how my team, it's Devin Singletary time. So I know, how do I go in this season now? Just Devin Singletary is my only second running back, but I guess he has some high upside, so I guess I'll take that for what it's worth. Patrick Mahomes, he don't look like he's out for the season. Matter of fact, looks like he might even play this freaking week. So might not hurt our boy 289ers that much. Josh Gordon really hasn't been that much of a difference making on the Juggernauts. Matter of fact, he wins the weekly this week, so congratulations to the Juggernauts on that, taking this home's weekly. He ends up winning the weekly without Josh Gordon in his lineup. But, when you get 80 points from Rodgers, that's going to do it. Like I said, and I'll keep banging on this all year, you ain't going to ever hear the enemy. You guys really fucked up this quarterback score. 80 freaking points. And again, I'll make this comparison again. To other quarterbacks, you're right. It's kind of even, right? I mean, we'll have a quarterback go off for 50 or 60. But to other players, even like a 30 spot from a running back or wide receiver, which would be an amazing game. I mean, freaking Marvin Jones went off for 4 touchdowns and almost 96 yards and got 33 points. And Aaron Rodgers is going to score 50 more than that? I mean, you guys are nuts. I mean, that's what it does. Because if you don't have your quarterback, get that 50 or 60 point game, you're done. You've lost pretty much. There's just really no way to rebound from that. Your other guys have to score so many points to make up for that difference, and it just really buries the other team. So I've talked to some of you privately about this, and it looks like we might have some momentum for changing that quarterback scoring back to 1 every 15, or maybe even 1 every 20. Which I'd be down with either. I think 1 every 15 is kind of the sweet spot with it because they're powerful, but they're not all powerful. So, like I said, I ain't going to quit banging on it. You're going to hear me bitch, complain, whatever you want to say, give feedback, however you want to put it. I'm going to keep saying it all year long about this quarterback scoring because even though I got a guy who can put up 60 points, I still don't like it just for the simple fact I think it really unbalances the league. Devalues the touchdown and definitely doesn't make turnovers, interceptions, or fumbles on the quarterback's part that much that hurtful to them. Anyway, we also had some trades go down this week. Nothing of major importance, but people trying to make those moves to get those last minute or tighten up your roster for those playoff runs. It looks like our boy Duke, URSO, done fucked up a little bit, kind of pulled a rookie move, and only got David Johnson in that, not Chase Edmonds. So Dareboy's sitting nice now with Chase Edmonds because Joe Mixon, buggack. He ain't getting it done. He's even worse than Kerryon Johnson. So you'd actually rather he get hurt so you could go pick up Gio Bernard. So Anyway, what else went down? Not a whole lot really this week. Everything's been kind of calm and smooth. We're running through it. I can't believe we're about halfway over here, a little over halfway over of the fantasy season. We only got 13 regular season weeks, and we're going on to week 8. So really just not that much time left. We got a bunch of teams bunched up down there at 2-5. Ooh, 2-5. Really harsh down there, man. Got 3 games under 500, so better start winning some games and scoring some points, because might come down to a tiebreaker for one of y'all down there at the 2-5 spots. I moved myself into second place all by my lonesome at 5-2. The rookie still running shit at 7-0. Wow, I can't believe it. And I will give the rookie some props, man. He's been streaming defenses, and he's done a pretty good job, man. Better than some veteran players here in the PPH, man, for sure. Like, for instance, this week, he picked up the Titans defense. They play the Bucks. We all know Jameis. I mean, I'm a Jameis owner. I'm starting him. We all know he's prone for turnovers, interceptions, fumbles, sacks, so definitely a good pickup there for this week. And last week he started the Giants defense, who played the Cardinals. Even though they lost the game, they still got him double-digit points. So, again, good streaming defenses there from the rookie. On the other hand, on the rookie, why you have both DJ Moore and Curtis Samuel, really wide receivers aren't people you really want to handcuff. But, hey, it's working out. You're 7-0, so you really can't knock it. But I would probably just give the advice, you probably want to move one of those guys. Those are movable pieces. Pick one of those guys, move the other one, and get another piece for your team. Because you left Jacoby Brissett on your bench with 50 points and started Kyle Murray with we only scored like 13 or 14 points. So, but Marvin Jones, pulled it out for you. So good shit there. So really, again, yeah. So let's go ahead and let's get into Week 7's games and check out what's went down in the PPH. Hey, what's going on, PPH? Okay, let's go ahead and get into last week's games. In the first game, we had the 289ers lose to the Haters 143.2 to 101.9. I think this might have been a different game if Patrick Mahomes had stayed healthy throughout the entire game. At least it would have made it closer. But as you can see, with Patrick Mahomes only going with 13.8 points, that is not the business, and that is not going to get it done. But what can you do, right? I mean, injuries are going to happen. Royce Freeman showed up, though, with 12.7. David Montgomery, man, what is with that guy? And 289ers, man, I sent you a fair trade offer for that guy. I don't understand why you would deny that, or at least not counter. It's not like David Montgomery's been doing anything. Anyway, -1 point from David Montgomery, but hold on to him for some reason. Anyway, T.Y. Hilton shows up with 13.4, which he got for Philip Lindsay. God. Anyway, Jimmy Graham with 12.5 and Greg the Leg Zerline with 14.5. And then the 49ers D, man, once again, come through 19 points in the rain. They get the shutout, so they got the 10-point bonus and 19 points there. So, again, another good draft pick. I'll continue to say that because I'm a Niner fan. Haters, man, shows up big time this week. Gets the big win. Jeff Goff with 45.8, Jared Goff, 45.1 points. Dalvin Cook, 27.9. Man, if the season ended today, would the number one running back be CMC, Christian McCaffrey, or Dalvin Cook? Who would you take number one overall running back wise? I think that's pretty much a coin flip at this point. Derrick Henry with 16.8, 13.4 from Tyreek Hill. Luckily, he caught that touchdown from Matt Moore, else he would have finished with nothing practically. Then Darren Waller, another great late round draft pick, I think in the second to last round, 14th round. Maybe it was the 15th round, the last round, but man, he's really been opening up some eyes. He might be the number one pick in tight end next year. And then nothing else really going on there for the Haters. He gets the win, 143.2, improves to 3-4, and 289ers falls to 5-2. In the next game, we had the basket of deplorables take out Just My Luck, 112.6 to 68. Ouch. Matt Ryan gets hurt, but he wasn't doing dick much before he got hurt. Only 10.1 points. We'll see how long he's out of. They haven't ruled him out yet for Week 8, so maybe there's still hope. I'm hoping, at least, with Julio Jones. I would hope that he plays. But if not, it looks like Just My Luck made up some pickups. Went with, I think he's going with Rudolph right now in his lineup for this week. Alex Jones with 14.3. Again, look at Philip Lindsay, 3.6. Ouch. John Brown with 14.3, and Austin Hooper with 10.6 outscores Matt Ryan. And if it wasn't for that last garbage time touchdown from Schaub, he would have finished in single digits too. Lamar Jackson for basket of deplorables with 32.9. Josh Jacobs 14.4, and then 32 from the Patriots defense. I mean, Jesus, they are just tearing it up defensively. I mean, every week it's a defensive score. I can get with the sacks, I can get with the interceptions, I can get with the fumble, but every week is a touchdown on the defensive side of the ball. I can't believe it. It's really kind of crazy to see that. But anyway, basket of deplorables gets the big win, improves to 4-3. Just My Luck falls to 2-5. And with that 68 points, like I said, those points are going to be real important coming down here the stretch of the season. In the next game, we had our weekly winner. The Juggernauts take out Dirty High Tea. This is our highest scoring game of the year, 167.8 to 140.7. That is our highest combined score of the year, not highest individual score of the year. Just wanted to make sure that was clear. Dirty High Tea, Kirk Cousins been on fire lately, 57.8. Hopefully I play Dirty High Tea this week. He has Kirk Cousins playing the Redskins revenge game on the Thursday night. I'm hoping the Thursday night can be the equalizer and he cools off a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes down. Todd Gurley with 11.4, becoming really touchdown dependent. If he's not getting touchdowns, he's really not producing for him. 21.7 with Ezekiel Elliott, 15.3 from Stephon Diggs, and then D.D. Westbrook with 12.7. Again, look at this. Again, the quarterback scoring. Man, Aaron Rodgers, 79.5 points, 6 touchdowns, 429 yards passing. You guys are ridiculous. You want quarterbacks scoring this much. I mean, like I said, you could take Ezekiel Elliott, Stephon Diggs, D.D. Westbrook, and they don't add up to what Rodgers did. I mean, you guys are just making it so difficult if a quarterback goes off to even try to counter that unless you're quarterback, you know. I mean, even with Kirk Cousins, he scores almost 60 points. I mean, he's still 20 points behind Rodgers. So, again, like I said, pretty ridiculous. But, again, I'm not going to quit pounding on it. Leonard Fournette, 15.5. He's been showing up since after those first 3 weeks. That was just a slow start. He's really starting to produce now. Mike Thomas, 14.1. I mean, he's just putting it up, even no matter who the quarterback is. Teddy Bridgewater, Breeze, Chasen Hill or Stephen Hill, whatever his name is, Hill. He just keeps catching balls and putting up yards. Eric Ebron with 13, and then 11.2 from Zane Gonzalez, and then 19 from the Rams defense. Maybe Jalen Ramsey has fixed their problems over there on the Rams D. We'll see how they look going forward. But congratulations to the Juggernauts winning the weekly prize. We don't even know what it is yet because the treasurer refuses to make congratulatory weekly messages before next week's game starts. So congrats. I don't know what your weekly prize is, but you improved to 3-4, and Dirty High Tea falls to 2-5. In the next game, we got the Brewdogs beating out the Mollywoppers, 122.9 to 85.7. Mollywops made a trade for Tom Brady because good old Baker Mayfield wasn't getting it done. And it doesn't look like Brady's getting it done right now either with only less than 30 points. As we said, what was it, Brady Mayfield or Baker Brady? So he's just not – he's producing like Baker Mayfield right now, so – anyway, Barkley first game back with a decent 14 points. Tyler Lockett with 12.1, probably one of the most underrated receivers in the league. And then that's really about all that went on for the Mollywops. And it was a questionable move from the Mollywops where he trades out the Seahawks, the Ravens defense for the Seahawks, and the Ravens defense is the one that gets the score and scores all the points, and the Seahawks defense, womp, womp, womp. Brewdogs, man, just chugging along, 122.9 is not a bad score. Russell Wilson, under 30 with 29.8. And then Sony Michel, not a big rushing totals, but big touchdown totals. So 22.2. And then D-Hop shows up big with 17.6. Amari Cooper with 11.6. And the Jaguars D with 22. Dare Pair improves to 4-3. The Mollywops fall to 2-5. In the next game, we got the rookies still remaining undefeated, beating out the URSO 112.5 to 79.2. Rookie just keeps it rolling, man. I mean, to put up over 100 points when your quarterback is only at 13, that's still a pretty good score for having such a small quarterback score. Eckler and Gordon there went ahead and combined for about 25.7 points for him, so that worked out well for him. 33.3 from Marvin Jones is what really put him over the top. That's his quarterback score right there. Give Murray 33.3 and Jones 13.2, and no one's really surprised, but reverse it, and everyone's like, wow. Anyway, and then 12.2 from Butker, and then 13 from the Giants D. And like I said, he's been doing a pretty good job streaming defenses all year. URSO, what went wrong, bruh? 79.2. I mean, you are just cursed at quarterback. You trade for Wentz, you start him, 17.3. Ouch. That's definitely a no, not the business. No go on Wentz. Anyway, he's going to have some better games, but not last week against them Cowboys. Anyway, David Johnson also definitely hurt this squad. Only got one carry, then went out. So I think he done messed up by not getting Chase Edmonds in that deal. And then 12 from Tucker, and then 15 from the Saints D. URSO falls to 3-4. Rookie again remains undefeated at 7-0. Who would have thought that at the beginning of the season? And the dude passed out in round 9 of the draft. I can't believe this. I mean, fantasy gods are shining down on him. That's for damn sure. Anyway, Rookie, again, remains undefeated at 7-0. URSO falls to 3-4. And then in the last game, it's your boy, Mr. Sweet Spot, your favorite fantasy football commissioner's favorite fantasy football commissioner, taking out Patty's Playboys, 96.2 to 76.4. Man, I was ripe for the taking this week because I had all my Tampa Bay guys on a bye, so I had to go with Josh Allen. It was a pretty good matchup against Miami. I was expecting a little bit more, but I can't complain with 37.4 points. Both my running backs really didn't do much. Lost Kerryon Johnson, even though I didn't start him. I didn't like him against that Minnesota defense, so I think Devin Singletary still didn't score as much as him. There, let's take a look. Kerryon, 2 points. So I got 0.3 more points. So, hey, I set a perfect lineup. What do you know? Anyway, not much else going on in my squad other than Lambeau and the Bills. Lambeau with 13.7 and the Bills defense. Again, I thought the Bills defense had a great matchup against Miami, and they were going to be like 20-plus points, but I was actually pretty lucky they even got double-digit points because going into like the last 2 minutes of the game, Miami scores a touchdown. They're going to go for the onside, and I think it was 8 points at the time, and they ended up returning the onside kick for a touchdown. So it gave me those 6 points. I couldn't believe it. Really waiting to the last second to get that defensive touchdown. Let's go with Patty's Playboys. Deshaun Watson. You just know it's not your week when Deshaun Watson can't outscore Josh Allen, right? I mean, no matter what the matchup is. I mean, Deshaun Watson is a heads and shoulder pick over Josh Allen and was 3 points worse. Anyway, then 11.5 from Kenny Stills, and then 12.8 from Fairbairn. And then I don't know what you were thinking, Patty, with the Lions defense. I mean, holla at your boy. I mean, I would have even told you not to start them. I mean, they're just not a defense that gets a lot of turnovers and sacks, and that's how you're going to score points on defense. I know they play tough defense, and they'll knuckle up, but the fact that they don't have any good pass rushers, and they have a pretty good secondary with Slay back there, but they're not known for their defensive scoring. So. Anyway, you fall to 2-5, Patty, with only 76.4 points. That's got to hurt. I improved to 5-2, and I would like to score more than 96.2, but I'll take the win. All right, well, there you go. There was Week 7 in PPH. Yeah, well, there you go. There was Week 7 in PPH, man. Some low scores this week from some teams. I mean, we had URSO with only 79.2. You had... Just My Luck with only 68 points scored. And Mollywops with only 85.7. Patty's Playboy with only 76.4. I mean, these are going to be the ones that really hurt you if you don't make the playoffs, and you're just like, man, I don't mind if I lost that game, but if I could have just scored some more points, got into that 96 to 110 point range, and took a loss rather than 85. So those points are going to come back and bite someone in the ass. Anyway, there was week 7. Good luck to everyone week 8, and Lump Dogs out. Peace.